Very good afternoon to all of you. May I request everyone to please take your respective seats. We are just starting the program in another 5 minutes. Thank you. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Rajesh S. Gokhale, Secretary, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, Director, Deans, HODs, Registrar, faculty members, staff members, and the students. I, Chanika Malhotra, extend a warm welcome to each one of you to the 16th Foundation Day celebration of our institute. It's a day that marks the culmination of years of hard work, innovation, and excellence. Today, we gather here not just to celebrate the establishment of this prestigious institution, but also to reflect on the incredible journey that has brought us here, from its humble beginning in 2009 to becoming one of the most prominent centers of learning and research in the country. IIT Indore has consistently strived to push the boundaries of knowledge and innovation. We are reminded of the countless milestones we have achieved together, groundbreaking research, innovation projects, and nurturing of young minds who are making a difference not just in India, but across the globe. The spirit of IIT Indore lies in its ability to inspire, innovate, and impact. We have a wonderful program lined up for you, filled with inspiring speeches, culture performances, moment of recognition for those who have contributed to the legacy of IIT Indore. Ladies and gentlemen, we embark on the momentous occasion. It's my privilege to invite the driving spirit behind IIT Indore's remarkable journey, our Honorable Director, Professor Suhash Joshi, on the dais, please. Thank you, sir.
So, good afternoon to all of you, and greetings of the Foundation Day of the Institute. We have completed 16 years of the existence, and we are entering into the 17th year. People say 17th to 19th is a very dangerous years of life, so a child is not controllable, so we are in that phase of the institute age. And we are today fortunate to have Dr. Rajesh Gokhale as the chief guest for our Foundation Day. I just give the brief of about the institute's achievements in this year, and then I will have privilege to introduce Dr. Gokhale. We have done several things over the last few years, and based on the academics part, I think that we are coming up with the Bachelor of Design program in this particular year, as well as MTech program in Communication and Information Systems for Military College of Telecommunication Engineering. Besides that, we are also going to start a Master of Arts programs in English and Literature and Linguistics. And in the coming few years, we are going to start some more undergraduate programs like biomedical engineering and informatics, cybersecurity, and so on. In addition to that, we are also likely to have several executive master's programs for industries. Our efforts of last 2 years trying to get bigger projects are materializing this year. We got about projects worth 40 crores this year, 10 crores from the Ministry of Petrochemical Industries for MTech program in design and biomedical devices, 15 crores for AgriHub from the Ministry of Information Technology, and 10 crores for Narmada River Basin Management from Ministry of Jal Shakti, and 5 crores for Center for Policy Studies from DST. In addition, the institute has undertaken 70 projects approximately of rupees 48 crores and 129 consultancy projects worth about 11 crores in the year of 2024. In addition, this year, Institute has secured 5 Spark projects, 4 DRDO projects, and 4 projects from Telecom Center of Excellence. We have granted 76 patents over these years, and these include about 2 international patents. 35 patents of IIT Indore have been approved for financial assistance by the institute. 36 young faculty members were awarded Young Faculty Research Seed Grant worth 3.6 crores as a bridge funding by the institute before the first regular grant from the external agencies. 11 technologies developed by IIT Indore have been adopted by startups for entrepreneurship, and ACE Foundation has secured a 5.25 crores of funding from the Startup India Seed Fund. As far as the infrastructure is concerned, we are building up an infrastructure to the tune of 500 crores in this coming years, and which includes, today we have inaugurated a laboratory complex, whereas another laboratory complex of 15,000 square feet is nearing completion. In addition to that, 4 classrooms of 100 capacity are also coming up. We are building 4 hostels, 1 hostel of 250 capacity and 3 hostels of 800 capacity in the coming years, so that we can increase the strength of our students to about 5,000 in the coming years. So we look forward to a fruitful time in the coming years, and we welcome Dr. Gokhale for this Foundation Day. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Gokhale. He is a secretary at Department of Biotechnology in the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. He is presently on deputation from IISER Pune. Prior to that, he was at National Institute of Immunology. He was also the director of CSIR Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology for 7.5 years. During his tenure, he established the South Campus of CSIR IGIB, where he led interdisciplinary initiatives in translation genomics research program focused on delineating a variety of complex diseases. Dr. Gokhale is trained as a chemical biologist from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and Stanford University, USA. His significant research contributions are in covering novel metabolites and their pathways, which dictate pathophysiology of human diseases. Recent work from his laboratory have identified 2 novel metabolites from infectious pathogen Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which are crucial for initiating complex infection processes. His group also has significantly contributed to the understanding of autoimmune disease vitiligo. Studies from his group have elucidated complex interplay between metabolic reprogramming and immune system to develop novel therapeutic strategies that can tackle the underlying causes rather than just the symptoms. Scientific work from his laboratory has been published in prestigious journals like Nature, Nature Chemical Biology, Molecular Cell, the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, and so on. He has mentored over 200 students, and about 25 students have completed PhD thesis from his group. Dr. Gokhale co-founded Vyom Biosciences Private Limited in 2010. It is a biopharmaceutical company developing best-in-class drugs for dermatology. This company is presently completing phase and has launched OTC products in the market. Dr. Gokhale was a Wellcome Trust Senior Research Fellow UK and International HHMI Fellow USA. He is the recipient of several awards, including Infosys Prize, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize, National Biosciences Award, J.C. Bose National Fellowship, and IIT Bombay Distinguished Alumnus Award. He is also a fellow of all three Indian National Science Academies. Please welcome with a round of applause to Dr. Gokhale.
Thank you, sir. So now I request our director, sir, to present a bouquet to Dr. Rajesh S. Gokhale as a symbol of our warm welcome and deep admiration for his presence here today. Sir is setting the tone for today's celebration. So moving ahead, I must inform the audience that this year, two of our distinguished senior professors have been awarded the Fellowship of National Academy of Science, a recognition that speaks volumes about their exceptional contribution to the respective fields and their dedication to advancing knowledge and innovation. To announce these remarkable achievements and share the names of these esteemed professors, I would like to invite Professor Kroshna Mavani, Department of Physics, on the stage, please. May I request everyone to give a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Today, on this occasion, I am delighted to announce the names of two professors who have been today elected as Fellows of Science Academy Nazi, Professor Raghunath Sahu from Department of Physics and Professor Biswanath Pathak from Department of Chemistry. Please come to the stage.
Thank you, ma'am, for announcing. I would like to kindly request our chief guest, our director, sir, and Professor Mavani to come forward and facilitate Professor Raghunath Sahu and Professor Biswanath Pathak with the memento as a token of our appreciation and pride. Thank you, ma'am. Congratulations, sir. Going ahead, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to honor and celebrate the exceptional talent that makes IIT Indore a hub of innovation and excellence. To introduce these awards, I would like to invite Professor I.A. Pallani, our Acting Dean of Research and Development, to the stage, please.
So good evening to one and all. So I'm here to introduce the Best Technology Award. So basically we all are aware that scheme on intellectual property promotion and technology translation, SAPPT, was approved a couple of years back, focusing on technology translation. So the main motto was to consolidate the technology as well as select best technologies of the particular year. So we had formulated some methodology, like the nominations were collected from faculty members. For this year, we have received close to around 24 entries, which were initially screening was done at the in-house by the in-house trained IPR experts by Dr. Archana and techno-commercial experts by Ms. Priyanka. Then these 24 entries were forwarded to our empanel techno-commercial firm. So they have prepared a due diligence report for all the entries, and they have ranked the technologies based on the following parameters. One is towards forwarded citation and backward citation contribution of the technology, enforcement and partnering licensing potential, patent group competitive position, and commercial relevance. So based on the ranking, so 8 technologies were ranked and were recommended by a committee comprising of Dean R&D, Dean Education Outreach, and Dean Faculty Affairs. So the award comprises of 25,000 cash prize to the group, followed by a 2 lakh contingency grant against the proposal. So I acknowledge all the faculty members, deans, associate deans, and staff members who were involved in this process, and I congratulate the winners. Thank you.
I request sir to join for the felicitation. So I take the names one by one, and you are requested to please come on the stage. So Dr. Puneet Gupta and his team on OptiBeat contactless heart rate estimation across ages. The Next Best Technology Award, Professor Nilesh Kumar Jain and his team. It is on development of 5-axis computer numerical control machine for plasma metal additive manufacturing process. Thank you, sir. The next is for Professor Ramvilas Pachori and his team on noise-aware, energy-efficient electrodiagram signal analysis. Next is for Professor Hemchandra Jha and his team. The topic is a kit for screening of early phase detection of Epstein-Barr virus-induced Alzheimer's disease. Thank you, sir. I request Professor Vivek and his team on the dais. The technology is on prompt pilot controlling drones using multimodal AI. Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Sudeshna Chakopadhyay with his team on the stage, please. The topic is a thin film rechargeable battery and a method thereof. Thank you. May I request Professor Rupesh S. Devan and his team to on the stage. The technology is on a molten salt solid-state reaction-based process to obtain a high-purity Ti3 AiC2 max phase. Thank you. I request Professor Santosh Kumar Sahu and his team on the dais. The technology is on development of a new shape stabilized and flame retardant phase change composite for enhanced thermal management of battery modules in India. Thank you and congratulations to all the award winners. Now it's a time for the best reward paper. As we continue to celebrate the brilliance and dedication of our institute's laurels, we now move on to the best paper award. To announce the prestigious award, I would like to invite Professor Amod Umrikar, our Associate Dean of Faculty Affairs, on the stage, please.
Good afternoon to all. It's a pleasure to announce awards for best research papers. There are total of 11 awards. This year, 10 papers have received award for the best research paper and 1 paper have received award for the best review paper. Each award carries rupees 2 lakh for research contingency grant along with the cash prize of rupees 25,000 for the research group. We have received total 61 nominations for the best research as well as for the best review papers. It was quite challenging task to finalize the list. I thank all the reviewers who helped us for the evaluation. In fact, it is worth to mention that most of the reviewers were immediately and happily agreed for the evaluation. The process of selection was kept quite rigorous. The evaluation matrix, which covers several points to help in the assessment, was provided to each reviewer so that a uniformity in the evaluation process is more or less maintained. Each paper has been sent to the respective research domain experts to get the fair evaluation. Most of the papers were evaluated by at least 2 reviewers. And there are around 45 plus review experts who helped us in the evaluation process. I congratulate all the award winners. Also, I congratulations to those who have submitted their nomination for the best research paper. Though their papers are not in the final list, most of them have received praise from the reviewers for the quality of work being done in this research group. So now I request Chainika to announce their names to award winners. I also request Professor Rajesh Gokhale, our chief guest, and Professor Suhas Joshi, our director IIT Indore, to confer the award.
And I request sir to please join with this, sir. So now for the Department of Astronomy, Astrophysics and Space Engineering, I would like to call Professor Saurabh Das and his team. The title of the paper is Secondary Gravity Wave Propagation in Tropical Thermospheric Region, Role of Variety Kinematic Viscosity. For the next Biosciences and Biomedical Engineering, I would like to call Professor Hemchandra Jha with his team. The title of the paper is Influence of Chlorophyrifos and Endosulfane and their metabolites on the virus of Helicobacter pylori. For the Department of Chemistry, I would like to call Professor Tushar Kanti Mukherjee with his team. The title of the paper is Photosynthesizer Free Singlet Oxygen Generation via Charge Transfer Transmission involving molecular O2 towards high efficient oxidative coupling of arylemix to azoromatics. For the Civil Engineering Department, I would like to call Professor Farooq Azam with his team. The topic of the paper is reanalysis of the longest mass balance series in Himalaya using a non-linear model. For the Computer Science and Engineering, I would like to call Professor Aruna Tiwari with his team. I request everyone to have a huge round of applause for her. The title of the paper is Attention Guided Generator with Dual Discriminator GAN for Real-Time Video Anomaly Detection. For electroengineering, I would like to call Professor Swaminathan R with his team. The title of the paper is Multi-Hope UAV-based FSO System over doubly invented gamma turbulence channel. For Department of Mathematics, I would like to call Professor M. Tanveer, Professor Muhammad Arshad and his team on the dais. The title of the paper is A Robust Bounded Spares and Smooth Loss Function for Supervisit Learning. For the Mechanical Engineering, I would like to call Professor Satyajit Chatterjee, Professor Yuvraj Madhukar and his team on the dais. The title of the paper is Development of Concurrent Multi-Wire Feed Mechanism for WAAM TIG to Enhance Process Efficiently. From Metallurgical Engineering and Material Science, I would like to call Professor Sunil Kumar with his team. The title of the paper is Identification of Optimal Composition with Superior Electrochemical Properties along the 0Mn3+ line. For Physics Department, I would like to call Professor Dipankar Das and his team on the stage. The title of the paper is Sign of the HZZ Coupling and Implication for New Physics. Thank you. From the Department of Metallurgical Engineering and Material Science, I would like to call Professor Vivek Verma with his team. The topic is diffusion in high entropy allow systems. Lots of congratulations to all the award winners. Moving ahead, to honor the exceptional effort, we now present the outstanding performance by the staff of the Institute Award. The award celebrates the dedication and excellence of our staff members who work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth functioning of Institute. I would like to invite Professor Sandeep Chaudhary, Dean of Administration, and Shri S.P. Hota, Registrar, to the stage, please.
Namaskar. As announced, this is an award which is a recognition of the outstanding performance by non-teaching staff members of the institute. This comes through invitation of nominations evaluated by a committee. I extend my sincere gratitude and thanks to all the committee members who are part of the selection process. And this award comes with a certificate of recognition by the director of the institute and a case award of 10,000 rupees each. This year it goes to 8 staff members under 4 categories: Group A, Group B and C, technical staff, and also staff who are of support category. In addition to this, there is a special announcement for letter of appreciation to 5 official staffs under this category. Due to paucity of time, I request only the awardees to please come on stage and receive the awards. Under outstanding performance by senior Group A officer category, Dr. Kumar Gaurav, Assistant Registrar. Please come. Outstanding performance under Group B and C, Mr. Rajesh Thakre, Junior Superintendent. Next in line, Ms. Apeksha Rajpurohit, Junior Superintendent, Office of Training and Placement. Next, Mr. Pankaj Sahu, Alumni and Corporate Office. Mr. Pankaj Sahu. Outstanding performance by technical staff members. 1, Mr. Gaurav Singh, Department of Bioscience. Next, Ms. Princey Avdhia, CITC. Thank you. Outstanding performance by supporting staff category, 2 awardees, Mr. Jitendra Verma and Mr. Anup Sharma. I take the opportunity to read out the names to whom letter of appreciation will be issued separately. Commander Sunil Kumar, Joint Registrar, Mr. Rahul Gate, Junior Superintendent, Mr. Sailendra Burma, Junior Technical Superintendent, Mr. Chitendra Burma, Mr. Chetan Burma, Junior Assistant, and Mr. Ram Narayani Yadav, Attendant. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Again, congratulations to everyone. As we reflect on the achievements and celebration of today, it's a time to hear from a distinguished personality whose journey and accomplishments inspires us all. May I kindly request everyone to please join me in welcoming Dr. Rajesh Gokhale with a heartfelt round of applause.
Professor Suhash S. Joshi, Director, IIT Indore, all the esteemed dignitaries, the vibrant IIT Indore community, faculty members and students. Namaskar and good evening to all of you. I think first of all, let me thank all of you for this warm welcome that I had in last 4 or 5 hours of hectic activities that is there. It's been amazing and it's a privilege to be here at IIT Indore, actually amongst all of you, celebrating the 16 years of Center of Excellence that you have created. As everybody is talking about 16 years, I would also say it's an official prime teenage where you are old enough to make its mark, but young enough to dream even bigger. And I think that's what makes 16 years real special for you. So let's give a big hand to each one of you for fantastic stuff you have done over the period of time. Let me again congratulate all the awardees and with a special appreciation for them because their hard work and their dedication for inspiring and encouraging each one of them to do better is of utmost importance. And I think this really creates an internal kind of excitement to be able to make sure that every foundation day there are one or the other people are going to get these awards and can I be the one? So it's kind of fantastic encouragement to all of you. I'm also excited to see amongst the young and bright minds who are here actually at IIT Indore, and I had some of you are here today as well. Incidentally, you are the Gen Z that is going to define our country's Viksit Bharat. And we are all early torchbearers, but you are the one who are going to create and make it happen. Your ideas in innovation, enthusiasm, and most importantly, the fearlessness has put our country at the center stage of global arena. And I'm sure you will be successful in taking this to the next 2047 journey that what we are looking forward to is what is called the Viksit Bharat. I think if you really ask yourself what has changed in 16 years since technology innovation has happened actually. And one of the first words that all of you will get is artificial intelligence has become reality now. Almost everybody can believe it. Everybody can see it really. And I think Jensen Huang, who is the CEO of NVIDIA's quote actually, which he recently said, he said, AI emerged from reinventing computing, and now AI will reinvent computing. Future will be about digital twins and scaled intelligence. And I think that's where we all really should look after ourselves in terms of how we can contribute to this organization, to this country, to this ecosystem in terms of building scaled intelligence. frankly, I just wanted to understand how this whole ecosystem grew in last 16 years, if you try to look at. Because, what is the future journey? What are the future technological innovations that will come? They require the understanding today, and can we build it tomorrow for tomorrow? If you really try and understand this, you'll realize the most possibility it was ability of integrating transistors, logic gates, high-level frequency functionalities, and the entire chips, actually. And transforming computers into a fully digital systems required integration and development of independent representations from these simple building blocks of computations to the most complex architecture, allowing ensemble and putting together to the scales of these activities. To be very frank, this modular approach has driven exponential progress, leading to larger and more powerful chips over time. And as you all know, NVIDIA, or whatever the way you call it actually, is probably the Blackwell system now, talks about putting together 100,000 billion transistors on one single chip. And that's really amazing, because when NVIDIA started with, actually, when the company really initially began with, it was 100 chips per 100 transistors per chip, and they have gone this far, actually. So it's amazing how layering independent components to build scalable intelligent systems can drive the revolution for future of the country. And how AI has done it, which we are now adopting, which we are obviously not able to manufacture and commercialize, but be the user of it. The real challenge I would like to put forth among some of the younger people is that, can we do similar things for the revolution of biology and biomanufacturing, actually? That's the future of the world. That's the future of, as I say, the mechanization of the 18th century. 18th and 19th century was all about mechanization. 19th, 20th century was all about, electrification and digitization. And the next 21st century is likely to be biolitization of every activity. So you cannot, it really very profound to think about how biology will transform every activity of human life. Just as the Industrial Revolution provided opportunities for everybody to be part of it, I think this is going to be really happening with this generation, and it's your responsibility to take further ahead. Just imagine the factories of future, if they would be built around the steel, but would be around cells, yeast, microbes, algae, working to produce bioplastic, biofuels, and precision-grown food, actually. Imagine agriculture of tomorrow will not only depend on the soil, but on the synthetic biology, where climate-resilient agriculture crops are engineered to feed billions without harming the planet. And just imagine the healthcare would shift from the reactive treatment to the preventive and personalized treatment using biomanufacturing and AI-driven technologies to do patient-specific therapies. And it's not going to be very long, believe me. It's going to be next decade. It's going to be transforming everything. So I believe, just as the transistors became the fundamental unit of modern computing, cells and molecules will become the new biotransistors of tomorrow, enabling AI-driven bioprocesses, precision bioengineering, biological circuits, self-learning, and self-optimizing industrial biology. And I think that's where the really amazing opportunities and challenges exist. It's also interesting to understand the scales at which biology work. Actually, biological scales are from nanometer to meter. And these scales are not typically advanced in all lives, actually. And in time scales, it's basically from nanoseconds to years. Because while metabolic reactions and cellular processes happens in nanoseconds and microseconds, you live your life for years. And that also under conditions of variety of external stresses, internal stresses. Your metabolism actually really undergoes all the activities. But it's such a robust machine that to model this machine would become a real exciting opportunity for future. In fact, it's almost said that by 2030, every single cell of our body will be modeled, and you will have a digital twin available for it, actually. What that means is that it opens up avenues for several other engineers to really come and bring their own algorithms and their thought process and ideas to integrate into the systems of a variety of activities that is largely present in the lab scale only. I actually think that it's really these institutions like this that have created such fantastic ecosystem will redefine what is impossible today. And that's where the success of tomorrow will not be coming from just doing hard work, but doing intelligent work in a smarter way, connecting with ideas across fields, using AI to accelerate discovery, and leveraging unique strengths in frugal innovation to create scalable solutions. What Department of Biotechnology has done is to come out with a policy called BioE3, and the E3 represents biotechnology for economy, environment, and employment. And this is announced by the union government, and the whole purpose of this scheme policy is really to ensure that the biotechnological innovations touch each and every these aspects of life, which are very, very critical and important. I mean, you need to ensure that your sustainability is there in the environment processes. You need to make sure that economic benefits are being created for all. And you need to ensure that there are employments available despite new technologies decreasing some of the jobs opportunities that are going to be available in other markets, job markets. So it aims to integrate several of these activities, and this is how we want to stitch today's efforts with tomorrow's breakthrough by investing in research, upskilling our workforce, and enabling startups to scale their innovations globally. IIT Indore has 16 years of excellence behind it and a limitless future ahead. You are the ones who will bridge today's innovation with tomorrow's breakthrough. So take risks, collaborate, and most importantly, dream big. I really think that 16 is an age really starting to leave big solutions, big scalable solutions in the world. Finally, a personal advice to all of you actually, and that's something that I've learned over the last 3 years as I've become secretary actually. I think go out and touch other people's life in whatever capacity you can do. Your intelligence, your ability to work hard, and your education has earned and empowers you to identify with the people who are not as fortunate. The way you react and interact are all very important in future. I'm sure you can create this amazing, amazing ecosystem for the country's future that is absolutely unmatchable and unscalable from any point of view. I thank you all of you for time. And again, thank you very much for inviting me over here. And have a great time and have wonderful careers ahead. Bye.
Really, thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and invaluable insights. Your address has not only enlightened us, but also motivated us to strive the excellence and make a meaningful impact in our respective fields. So going ahead, now I would like to invite Director Sir, Professor Joshi, to honor the chief guest with Uttariya and a memento as a token of appreciation. I also like to invite the students of Makerspace who has designed the memento, Mr. Adnan, Mr. Sumit, with Professor Ishwara and Dr. Anand Petare on the dais. Thank you, sir. So going ahead, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the achievements and milestones of IIT Indore, today marks another historic moment in the journey of our institute. After much thought, creativity, and deliberation, we are proud to unveil the new insignia of IIT Indore. It embodies our commitment to innovation, excellence, and global impact. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Rajesh Gokhale and Professor Suhas Joshi for the official release of new insignia of our institute. Let me take a moment to explain the profound meaning behind this logo. As I, in the logo, represent individuals, each one of us, aspiring to contribute to the nation and the world. The T stands for technology, the force that binds all these individuals together, guiding us on the path of research and innovation. Together, this symbolizes our collective mission to create knowledge and technology that not only contributes to the well-being of society, but also reaches the bottommost layer of the pyramid, ensuring inclusivity and upliftment for all. So going ahead, now it's a time to release the book of Narmada River Basin. For the same, may I request Professor Manish Kumar Goyal, Dean of Infrastructure, and Professor Preeti Sharma from Department of Humanities to come on the stage and join Chief Guest and Director Sir for the release of handbook. I request everyone to please welcome by a huge round of applause The Center for Narmada River Basin Management aims to study the condition assessment and management plan for the Narmada River Basin. The studies and the management plan are to enable the rivers to perform their essential and desirable functions, concentrating on 5 pillars: continuous river flow, unpolluted river flow, longitudinal and lateral connectivity, adequate space for the essential river functions, functioning of the river as an ecological entity. Thank you, everyone. We would now be releasing the second edition of Handbook of Ideas, Innovations and Technologies, IIT Indore. The second edition of the Handbook of Ideas, Innovations and Technologies, IIT Indore is a comprehensive compilation that showcases around 180 technologies developed by the faculty and the students of IIT Indore. So may I request all the dignitaries on the stage to release of the handbook. For the same, may I request Dean Naren to please join. I again request everyone to please give a huge round. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Again, we are thrilled to announce the launch of InnoQuest Talks 1.0, a new technical podcast aimed at reaching a global audience. This podcast will feature one-on-one conversation with IIT Indore faculty, driving into their groundbreaking research and innovations. So may I request the Honorable Chief Guest, along with the Director, to release the podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of IIT Indore's InnoQuest Talks, a platform where intellect meets innovation and thinking fuels invention. Through this platform, I'll bring interesting and insightful discussions with our esteemed faculty members who are shaping the future through groundbreaking research and innovation. It is my absolute honor to welcome Professor Suhas Joshi, Director of IIT Indore.
Working for industry is one part, but working for the society and people is another part. So establishing a connect with the industry and translating our research into deep tech ventures is the main objective of this exercise.
How does the Institute foster interdisciplinary collaboration?
Today what is happening is interdisciplinary research is the key research. Life problems are always interdisciplinary in nature, so we require interdisciplinary team of professors.
What steps are being taken to promote the societal impact of the research conducted at IIT Indore?
Healthcare related or biomedical devices related innovations are very much needed in our country.
Your message for faculties?
While they are involved in a deep research, fundamental research, they should associate with either trying to solve industry problem or at least some societal problem.
Yeah, your favorite spot on the campus?
I think the favorite spot is going into the forest.
In this technical podcast, which is an initiative of Research and Development Sections, Center for Translational Research, IIT Indore.
I believe there is going to be a series of podcasts like this, and you are going to call so many professors. So, wish you all the best for this program.
As we continue to celebrate excellence and innovation at Indore, I'm delighted to share some exciting news with all of you. This year, our institute is introducing 2 new awards to recognize and honor the exceptional research work carried out by our PhD scholars. The first one is the Agam Prasad Memorial Gold Medal. It aims to recognize and reward with the gold medal for the outstanding PhD dissertations among the different departments at IIT Indore in each academic year. This award will serve as a tribute to the values and contribution of Shri Agam Prasad, reflecting his legacy through the awardee's accomplishment. We thank the donors for initiating this award. On the same line, there's another award named as Shri Ganta Subbaroy and Srimati Ganta Venkata Ramani Award. This aims to recognize and reward with a gold medal for the best PhD dissertation among engineering departments at IIT Indore in each academic year. This award will serve as a tribute to the values and contribution of Shri Ganti Subbaroy and Srimati Ganti Venkata Ramani, reflecting their legacy through the accomplishments of the awardees. For the same, may I request Mrs. Vaidya Gantimurthy on the dais for the exchange of MOU.
Ganti Subbarao Garu and Ganti Venkataramani Award, just to correct the name. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. As we move towards the conclusion of this event, We would like to begin by expressing our heartiest gratitude to Dr. Rajesh S. Gokhale for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest of IIT Indore Foundation Day. So, for the vote of thanks, I would like to call Shri S.P. Hota, Registrar, to deliver.
Namaskar. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Rajesh G. Gokhale. Thank you very much, sir, for your kind consent to be the chief guest to grace the occasion. Sir, thank you very much for your visit to our campus. I know the day was literally minute to minute packed with a lot of events. Thank you very much for your interaction with our Bioscience Department faculty members, students, industry partners, and also for gracing the occasion with the plantation, with the inauguration, series of events, and finally for your inspiring speech. Thank you very much, sir. We look forward for your kind guidance in future. My heartfelt thanks to Director Sir Professor Joshi for helping us at every point of time, traveling across Japan. Every half an hour, I used to send messages, and from his busy schedule, you have guided us, sir. Thank you very much for everything you have done to make this program a grand success. My sincere gratitude to all the faculty members, heads and deans, associate deans, staff members and students for their unconditional support throughout the weekends and long days. Thank you very much everyone for being here and extending all the supports. Congratulations to all the awardees and people who are going to receive the letter of appreciation. Thank you very much for all the donors who are partnered with the students on this momentous occasion. Thank you very much, ma'am. My special thanks to Professor Nirmala for organizing the musical event in the evening. Thank you, ma'am, for organizing. This event will be followed by national anthem, so kindly join. And after that, there will be a small break for refreshment. And after this, coming the musical evening. Thank you, everyone, for being part of it. Jai Hind.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविण उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे